Okay, real estate agents, you cannot make this mistake that almost 20% of listing agents are making right now when using AI, because it is going to start costing you the listing. And here's what I mean. When a realtor gives ChatGPT the prompt of, hey, write me a listing description for this address, here's some features, it is going to write the most basic listing description ever. And the problem is what that shows to a homeowner who says, yeah, that looks like every other listing description that's written by AI. What it shows to the homeowner or the seller is that my agent didn't take any time to create me something that is actually valuable. Instead, they just went the lazy route and used ChatGPT. And what you'll notice is that sellers, buyers, business owners, clients, whatever industry you're in, people don't mind if you're using AI to help them achieve a better outcome. In fact, people kind of encourage it. What people don't want to see is someone using AI to put in less effort or to be lazy. That's what people don't want. And so in this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to write better listing descriptions with AI, and I'm going to give you 2 prompts that'll do that job for you at the very, very end. And I'll also go over some things you can look for to very quickly identify if it's AI or not. So I gave Claude AI 1,000 listing descriptions from within the last month, and I said, okay, look over these and tell me what AI words stand out to you. And so here's what it's found. It said the word nestled appeared 8.3% in 8.3% of all listings. That's almost 10%. That's 1 out of 10 listings have the word nestled in it. Boasts appeared in 10% of all listings. Scheduled yours, I don't think that's that bad. Don't miss, I don't think that's that bad. Situated in is one I see all the time, 2.8% of listings. And that's 2 words, guys. Highly sought after, that's 3 words, 6% of all listings. Gem is in 7% of all listings. And then here's the crazy one. M dashes, which are a dead giveaway that you're using ChatGPT specifically, appeared in 15.6% of all listings. That means I can guarantee you right now that out of 1,000 listings, 15 to 20% of them are all generated with AI, and the realtors that are generating them are putting in very, very little effort, very little to no effort in actually creating good listing descriptions. So what can we do to make our listing descriptions better? Here's some more ones that it uses: perfect, stunning, retreat, boast, nestled, luxurious, etc., etc. Yeah, the worst offenders are nestled. But yeah, anyhow, there's a lot of evidence here. So let's get into what we can do to get you guys better and better listing descriptions, because that is what I want to see. And so I wrote here a prompt for you guys to take, and this is a two-part prompt. Prompt 1 is to write the actual listing description. So you could literally just take this prompt and you could copy it, fill in the details, the address, the price point you're listing at, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, square footage, lot size, year built, special features, like just kind of throw them all in there. Like, okay, it's got a pool, it's got a saltwater pool, it's got a jacuzzi, it backs up to the preserve, it is it's got an in-law suite, and that doesn't come up too often. Whatever valuable information you can think of that you would normally go in over your head, that normally you'd go through this in your head and go, okay, what words, what features do I want to put in this listing description? All that stuff just put right here in special features. Any neighborhood highlights that you want to highlight or location highlights, and then recent updates and renovations. And so what we're going to tell ChatGPT is we're going to say, hey, don't use these words: nestled, boast, stunning, breathtaking, luxurious, retreat, seamlessly, don't miss, schedule your perfect, welcome home. And you can tweak these if you want, but what I'm trying to point out here is we want a unique, helpful, valuable listing description that's going to help actually bring more buyers to the house. So we're going to focus on specific measurements, actual features, practical benefits, concrete details. And obviously, guys, I used AI to write this listing description or this prompt, but I fed AI a lot of data and a lot of context to actually write me a good one. Proximity, et cetera, right? Conversationally. Anyhow, you guys can read through this and use it. The next prompt that I wrote is a perplexity prompt. And so what perplexity is an AI model that specializes in doing research. So it's not it uses ChatGPT mixed with giving it the ability to use the internet to do much better research than ChatGPT. So we're going to say here, research this property and neighborhood, find specific selling points that will hook buyers, and then you just insert the address. So let's test this out, guys. I've got a listing here from last year that I used AI to write, and I remember deleting all the M dashes, but I think it could still be a lot better. So we're going to take the address here, 1077 Kaluna. We're going to go into Perplexity, and let's do this first. Let's copy, here, I'll copy the address there. And let's take this whole prompt. Let's copy that, and then quick hack, Shift Enter. You can go down a line without having to actually accidentally send something. So we're going to put that in to Perplexity, copy the address, and then we're going to just put in the address right there. Now, Perplexity has a couple features. It's got the research, it's got the search feature, which is going to be fast, but for this, we're going to use the research feature. And then, so we've got it on the research feature. The next thing we want to do is we've got web on. I like to turn on social because sometimes people talk about neighborhoods and stuff in forums, and so that to me is valuable. And then all we're going to do is hit send. So Perplexity is now going, and it's doing all this research on that address. It's going to find specific information on the amenities, the fee, anything. This really saves you a lot of time. So while that's going, let's look at the other prompt, because I actually have written up a demo prompt that we can use with the information already put in there. Okay, so now we're going to open up ChatGPT, and I'm using ChatGPT 5 because it just came out. And we're going to paste in our prompt, just like that. So all we did was we added in the address, we added in the price, bedrooms, the square footage, the lot size, year built, and then all the special features that, I'd want to highlight, some neighborhood highlights, recent renovations, all stuff like that, and then the specific words I don't want it to use. And we're not going to send it yet because we want to wait on Perplexity to do its research to actually generate a decent, good listing description. And so it's that easy. Like, yes, it's going to take you a little longer than just sending the prompt to ChatGPT, but this is so much more valuable to the homeowner because actually Perplexity is going to find us information that's really, really valuable that we might not have known. Like, for instance, located in the prestigious gated community of Esplanade with unobstructed views, like 18,000 acre Starkey Preserve, and no houses across the street, complete privacy. So that's great. Built in 2020. Okay, so this is stuff on the Lazio, resort-style amenities at your doorstep, top-tier schools, lifestyle, nature lovers paradise, world-class beaches within 40 to 60 minutes. Like, because you want to put that in the description. Beach is 40 minutes away. Airport is 30 minutes away. All this stuff, right? Because we put that in the prompt that we want it to look at buyer appeal, look at big ticket updates, competitive advantage, etc., etc. So all that stuff we want it in there. So then what we can do is we can just copy this and we can go back into our ChatGPT and we can hold shift and enter twice. And so you don't have to do the Perplexity step. That's a little bit extra to help create a better listing. But if you want to use the Perplexity step, you want to show the AI that this is research that it should use. We don't necessarily want it to use everything within our research. So we're going to say, here is some content that Perplexity found in its research to help us write this listing description. And we're going to do a colon. And so the reason I do the 3 dashes there is to show the AI again that this is separate from the prompt. And then I'm going to do a little quote, exclamation, and then I'm going to get rid of all these sources just because it's a little extra. Let's do that. Let's take these out. And then all we're going to do is end the quote. And you're done. Then you just hit send. So we're going to send that prompt out. Unobstructed conservation views set this 2022 Taylor Morrison Lazio model apart with 3459 square feet of living space, pie shaped, upgraded finishes throughout, and more than 300K in enhancements. The chef's kitchen features quartz countertops. The extended screen lanai offers an outdoor kitchen. The tandem garage includes located in the gated community of Esplanade. Residents enjoy a private clubhouse with fitness center, resort-style pools, and pickleball courts, and 22 miles of walking trails. Tarkiki Ranch, Tampa is 20 minutes away. This stuff, right? And then you can obviously add more in. Like maybe we want to say, make it longer. Okay, you can write up to 500 words. Include any additional valuable info that a buyer would want to know. Obviously, I spelled a lot of words wrong here, man. That's my problem. A buyer would want to know. So this is how this is how I encourage real estate agents to write listing descriptions, is go through, read through them, know that M dashes are giveaways. The word nestled is a giveaway. Situated in is a giveaway. And it's a big giveaway. And eventually homeowners are going to catch on. I want you guys to write really, really good listing descriptions. And I actually like this listing description a lot. But you can still tweak it and go back and forth. That is how you guys need to use AI. I'm not going to drag this video on. Hope it was helpful. And one more value add for you guys. If you guys like this listing description in prompt, again, it is in our community, our Facebook group. You can join, and it's going to be posted there, and you can use it. I'll put a link to the community in the bio. The only other thing I want to show you guys is you could also do this, right? In projects, you could create a new project if you want. This is also a good idea. But we'll call this listing descriptions. This is in Claude. You can do this in ChatGPT too, and we'll say write listing description. Just all right, boom. We're gonna create a project. In here, you can copy and paste that prompt right in here into the custom instructions. And then what I would do is I would go through and find all the listing descriptions you wrote before AI and copy them and then paste them in here as example listing description. And so what the AI is going to do then when you talk to Claude in this project is it is going to write the listing description, and it's also going to look at all the listing descriptions you previously wrote, and it's going to write its listing description according to your style and your tone prior to AI. And then you can refine it from there. But really that's the hybrid approach, which is going to get you the best outcome. It's going to get you something that you obviously like, how it sounds, but it's also going to get you something that is easy to use with AI and that you can effectively scale. So that's it, guys. Hope that was helpful. And yeah, can't wait to see all the better listing descriptions that we get.